Man, that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling.
We come from poverty, man, we ain't have a thing.
We come from poverty, man, we ain't have a thing.
And it's crazy because I don't even go into the job with the mental capacity to give my everything because I know I don't belong here no more. And I feel like if I give it all, if I give my all, knowing that I'm way past my expiration date, then I feel like that'll trigger something deep down in my mental that'll cause a breakage. It'll cause something to break because I feel like there's too many bad choices I can make that'll lead to a greater financial outcome. Now I'll break that down for y'all. There's too many blocks I can hit. There's too much raw I could cook. You know what I'm saying? There's too many moves I can make, scams I can do that'll lead to more money in my motherfucking pocket. You understand? So it's hard for me to reason and justify with, bro, this is where you at. This is your outcome, and this is going to be, you know, the fruit that you have to get off of the tree that you planted. No. I'm tired of watering this tree. I'm tired of watering this tree. And at the end of the day, one, I got to use documentation and you guys to hold me accountable, because I know if it's possible for anybody in the world to do what they said they was going to do, execute and make it out of their circumstances, it's possible for me. And if it's possible for me, it's possible for you. So then at the end of the day, if it's going to change and the circumstances going to change, the moves is going to get bigger, and the you know what I'm saying? I'm going to manifest the life that I want. It's going to be as a result of giving my all to my circumstances, my environment, and the world. And that starts right here. Woo! Boy, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Oh my God. So today I got paid from one of my jobs, right? The paycheck was late because the guy forgot to, you know what I'm saying, submit it. And, you know, small business problems. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. When you work for a small business, you get more freedom, you get more leeway, because you're more integral to, and job security, because you're more integral to the success of the company, right? So the job that I do is literally like 1/5 of all the production for the whole company. So that creates an environment where I'm an important piece. The problem becomes you open yourself up to small operation mishaps. But that's not even the problem, because the joint being late wasn't necessary. You know, you know what I'm saying? It didn't necessarily create an environment where I lost anything. But when I'm telling y'all this little baby ass check, yeah, I had to go check the email to make sure it was the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it came late. Like, dog, you couldn't put an extra little, you know what I'm saying, a little sprinkle or something on there for it? You know? When I'm telling y'all, listen, the motherfucker was so small, it just made me mad. Like, dang, G, like, when you're never so small, you become hyper aware of your circle and your surroundings. Like, well, how big did you want it to be, bro? You don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you the job that you do ain't that important. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta rationalize it with you gotta talk yourself off the hill. And I guess part of it is because I overstayed my welcome for sure. Listen, I've been doing this, what I've been doing, you know what I'm saying, with this particular job for like 3 years too long, at least, bare minimum. So I know that, you know, there's consequences for you not fully living in your excellence. You not fully using the gifts that God gave you to your, you know, to your benefit, to, you know what I'm saying? Like, to put you in a better position. So I'm hyper aware that it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my fault that, you know what I'm saying, I'm in that position, but it don't make it, you know what I'm saying? It don't, when you get there. So I want to bring this to you because some of you might be there. Some of you may get to that point and not necessarily know how to navigate. And when you get there, you got to double down on everything else. So I got to double down on staying solid and knowing that, thank the Lord that that's only one of my 4 streams of income. Thank you, Lord. I'm blessed. But I also have to go harder with everything else I got going on to replace that stream of income, because obviously it's no longer an asset. Obviously, I no longer feel like the time, the effort, the energy I spend doing the job is worth the pay. And as soon as you get to that position, you have to call an audible. You can no longer let your desire for the money keep you stuck in a position where you're accepting less than what you're worth, because eventually you will get to a position where you let that dictate how you feel about you. You gonna mess around and let your bank account dictate the quality, the character, and the human that you have the capacity to become, because you're letting external circumstances dictate what your spiritual reality is. And yes, we do need the money to survive. So that means that you got to vibrate higher to vibrate and generate and manifest bigger numbers. And with that being said, that's what we on. That's what we on. All right. Let's see y'all in a minute. And what's even worse is, like, as you see, I'm doing 3 different jobs at one time, 2 different jobs at one time, right? And the pay, you know what I'm saying, as I've told you guys before, is absolutely disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? The amount of money that I make doing this is disrespectful, but it's all put together. It's you know, a survivable situation. But man, I'm talking about on me, my energy, everything that I can be doing and building, and, you know, the good that I could be doing in the world, right? It's all halted because the decisions I've made to create environments where I can keep more of my autonomy. You know what I'm saying? I could be more of an individual. I don't got somebody breathing down my back and telling me, go here, go there at this time. You got to be there, right? You was late to work. I don't got none of that going on. So while that part is a blessing, man, it's hard. And I wanted to do all of this to let you know, one, you're not alone, right? If you watching this and feeling like, man, I'm about to crash out, you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm beyond, like, I can't even produce the same way. Like, I can't go above and beyond. I can't work. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I've gotten offered a lot of opportunities for, like, more hours, more, you know, position, more responsibility, a leadership role, stuff like that. And I can't, because I know it doesn't align with where I am, right? In my spirit, in life, my goals, all of that. So one, understand you're not alone. And number 2, so you can see somebody going through it to correct course, to figure out at 36, that's how old I think I am right now. At 36 years old, you can be at the wrong place. You can be surviving, but at the wrong place and at the wrong pace for whatever it is that you want out of life. And that can trigger a significant alteration, a significant change, and a significant course correction in what it is that you're trying to make out of this thing called life. It's not over. We not out. They bet not ever count us out, because we have way more to offer than what we've showcased to the world thus far. And I just want y'all, if you know what I'm saying, if it's not you and you found this video and you feel like it don't apply, keep watching, man. It's gonna get entertaining, I promise.